Hello, welcome back to GP's Odds and Ends. Jessica here, that is me. I am excited today. I maybe a little overwhelmed, I don't know. First of all, I want to say welcome to all of the new people that have joined the Odd Squad and hit that subscribe button. I truly appreciate you. The channel continues to grow. I will do an update. I did purchase a YouTube subscriber and monetization tracker. I'm not using it to really as a savings challenge. You can use it as a savings challenge, but I will have an update on that in one of the upcoming videos. Today I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a chit chat, a little bit of a budget breakdown maybe, and stuff my online binder. I haven't really done that a whole lot, but just to chit chat a little bit with all of you. I have a lot going on. So, I mean, as you know, I work a regular, I call it a 9-to-5 job. Those aren't actually my hours. I do work 4 10-hour days per week. I always have Saturday and Sunday off, which I love, but I rotate Mondays and Fridays off. So, for instance, this week I have Friday off. Today is September 29th for me. You should be seeing this very soon after the Friday. Probably it might just be Saturday the next day, but so anyways, I always I rotate my Fridays and Mondays off. So with that being said, if this week I get Friday off, that means next week I have to work Friday, but I get the Monday off. So basically what that turns into is every other weekend is a long 4-day weekend for me. So I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. And then the following weekend, I'll only have Saturday and Sunday off. And then again, the weekend after that, I'll have the Friday, Saturday, Monday off again. So every pay day, every time, I get paid every other Friday, every payday weekend is that long 4-day weekend for me. So I really absolutely love my schedule. I have been working overtime again. They started offering a little bit more overtime again to us. So I did pick up just a few hours, only 4. It's kind of hard to fit in overtime on that kind of a schedule because I start at 6 a.m. and I end at 4:30 in the afternoon. So what I'll usually do is do an extra hour before my shift. So I'm actually working 5 a.m. to 4:30. So it's an 11-hour day, which is kind of long, but I like to get it over. If I'm doing overtime, I like to get it over with in the morning and just get it out of the way. I love my shift ending at 4:30. I hate staying any later than that. So doing that in the morning, sometimes I'll pick up some hours on my days off, but I really like to have my days off as just that, my time to get things done, especially on the Fridays or Mondays. It makes it a lot easier to be able to do errands or appointments and things like that when I have that Friday or Monday off. So in regards to this week, I have my planner out because I did want to kind of go over some stuff that I have going on my calendar. So like I said, today is Friday, so we are almost in October, y'all. This year is just flying by. I am planning on spending some time probably later today to get some more products created for my Etsy shop. So I will probably, I don't know if I will print them out because I think the printer is still doesn't have blue ink, so I don't want the color to be distorted, but I will definitely show screenshots and maybe create a little video for you tomorrow. And then my shop discount, the 20% off that's currently going on, will be ending tomorrow as well. So I'm sorry for kind of launching products on the same day that it will be ending, but my best seller is the autumn pumpkin minis. If I grab a picture, I'll put it up on the screen for you. So I'm planning on, since y'all seem to really like that one, I'm planning on making some new ones with different themes, I guess. I'll get into that in a minute, but I have a really busy weekend ahead of me too. Today, it's going to be kind of like my recording day. I got paid, so I went to the bank already. I pulled out the money that I need. I need to sort that out. We're going to start with my online binder, but I also need to put some into my long term. And then I have some fun things since September. This is my third paycheck for the month. I've kind of covered all of my bills with my first two paychecks, at least most of them. I have to stuff a couple of things. But most of the money from my September paycheck, since it's a magic month for me, I'm going to do some more fun things. So, maybe a couple of games. I did get the randomizer from Ren at Mischief Managed Budgets. Mischief Budgets on Etsy. So I do have a randomizer card. I'm planning on doing something with that with some of the money. So we'll kind of have to see how things go, but I'll probably show some more Etsy products tomorrow, so if be on the lookout for that. And then we have my October. I'm planning on, normally my upload schedule has always, or for the past like many months, I try to always publish or upload, launch a new video, however you want to say it, on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Since I kind of have a lot more going on, and I don't mean that, it kind of sounds funny. It's kind of like, since I have a lot more going on, let's load more videos more often too. Like, let's add more to it. That's not really how I mean it. I just kind of mean like, since I'm doing the products on Etsy and, I have things like that I want to show all of you, is what I mean. I think I want to do like an every other day kind of a schedule. So I'm going to start on the 1st, and I'm just going to kind of do every other day and see how that goes for October. If I don't like it, I can always go back to specific days. But I want to see how that kind of works out. Sometimes I feel like there's more things that I want to do, and with the previous schedule, if I'm trying to just keep it to the Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, it's like, well, if I want to do something extra, I have to really figure out like where I can put that into my schedule. And this is like my Bible. I don't know what I would do without having the planner to sort all of this out, because my brain does not compute that information. It does not like remember. I tell my mom and my sister all the time, when they're trying to remind me of something and I just absolutely cannot remember it, I tell them that I deleted that file in my brain. That file has been deleted, non-recoverable. It's not coming back. Stop trying. But a little bit of an update also in regards to like my weight and everything. I stayed kind of the same. In this week, as of like September 18th, I was about 232.4. I went up just by like 2 ounces, 234.6. I guess it's ounces on the scale. I'm not sure. I haven't updated this yet, but I have still been trying to walk every day. We've had some rainy days, and I just, where I really like walking outside. It's just, I like being able to look at things, and I just have a hard time going to a gym. I won't stick with it. I know that about myself, so I don't even want to bother trying to do that. So I really like walking outside. So we did have a few rainy days where I wasn't really able to get outside. Plus, I had a busy weekend last weekend too. We had my mother, my sister, and I went to another concert. We saw Old Dominion at the same casino where I went to see Lainey Wilson. So we did see them. It was an amazing show. They put on a fantastic show. If you are a country music lover and you have not seen Old Dominion, try to. They were amazing. They were absolutely amazing. It was so much fun. I actually that day got up to like 16,000 steps, and that was mostly because we were just like standing up, dancing right where our seats were. It was just so much fun. So highly recommended. But so we also, walked around the casino and stuff like that. We had dinner with my aunt there as well, which was a lot of fun catching up with them. So we really had a blast that weekend. The next day, I think it was like the Sunday was really, I think was that the day that we went to, no, this concert was on Friday, sorry, the 22nd. I don't remember, we were coming home on Saturday, so we didn't really do anything on Saturday because we stayed overnight out there. Sunday, I think, was the day that my sister and I went to a winery. It was, again, a rainy day, so we couldn't really, like, do stuff outside so much. But this weekend, like today, I need to do, like, all the recording stuff. I want to go to the grocery store because I want to do another, like, freezer prep session, but this time it's going to be, like, homemade pasta sauce, Italian, like a tomato sauce. I do my own pot whenever I can, so I'm going to do like a nice big huge pot of sauce, but I also want to freezer prep maybe some lasagna, maybe some baked ziti, and I found a freezer prep recipe for a chicken parm casserole. So we love our sauce and everything like that, so I thought that those would be some nice meals to be able to stick into the freezer, so it'll kind of all be themed around the same thing instead of kind of different meals that don't mesh well like I did last time. So I think if I can kind of find meals that all have similar ingredients and freezer prep things, it'll just make the process a little bit easier. So we'll see how that goes. So I don't know when I'm going to cook the items or like make the sauce and everything, because tomorrow I'm going over to my friend's house probably for most of the day. She's going to help me figure out how to kind of compile all of my budgeting information on in an Excel spreadsheet, so I can really kind of see if I put X amount of dollars towards my debt, how soon I could have it paid off completely, because I only have about maybe $6,500. It went up, I think, a little bit because of interest on some cards, but I'm slowly kind of whittling it down. So I'm hoping that maybe if I can kind of sit down and figure out that stuff with her, she's really good at the Excel stuff. She said that she would love to help me with it, so I'm going to take her up on it. But if possible, if I also maybe for the time being stop putting money aside for some of my long-term funds like emergency and savings and the things that I've kind of have built up to a good amount so far, where, if something happens, I have a good amount set aside. If I put that aside and not stuff money into those categories and put it all towards debt, like how much sooner can I have that debt paid off? Because once I have that debt paid off, I can put that money back into other things that I really want to accomplish, for my future too. And I'm going to need to start putting that money towards the school loans. So that'll be the next big hurdle for me. So I know I've been doing a lot of talking. I've kind of planned this out. This will be my debt update, so that'll be coming later in the month. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll end up doing it on the 7th or not. I'd rather do it a little bit earlier in the month versus later, but I also wanted to wait until I figured out some of that information with my friend as well. I need to also pick the winners for the 500 subscriber giveaway. So if you are seeing this and it's the 30th, today is the last day for you to enter. Please use the hashtags from that video. Don't enter on this video. Enter on the 500 sub video. It should be clearly, defined by that thumbnail. It should show the 500 sub giveaway. There's hashtags for you to enter for the prizes that you want to be, entered to win. And the hashtags, because the way I have my comments set up, in the earlier days I was getting a lot of spam comments and things like that. So the hashtags do need to be approved, but I am trying to go in daily or at least a few times a day if I can to approve those messages. So if you don't see the message pop up under the video right away, most likely it is there. I just need to approve it. So don't worry about that. I will go through and make sure that everything is sorted out. I also will reply to you once that message is approved as well. So you'll see that reply as well, or get a notification if you're set up that way. Whew, so I feel like I'm going over quite a lot, but I plan on doing, yeah, like I said, some fun games also. Let's kind of move on a little bit. So you will be seeing, no, actually you may not be seeing this video until the 1st. So it'll be Sunday. I'm filming on Friday. You'll be seeing this on Sunday, hopefully. So I will be picking the winners. Probably for you, it'll be tomorrow, the 2nd, October 2nd. And then I'll probably announce them on the 4th. So I have a lot going on. I need to get that all kind of sorted out. But let's move on. I also am going to pick, I guess, a winner for the turtle names. I will let that go until you can continue to put names on this video as well if you want to be considered. So far, I am writing down the names as well as who suggested them. So I have Speedy or Scooter, suggested by Marebear 3000. Samson was suggested by Curvy E Chronicles. Bouncy by Saving with Alicia. Myrtle was suggested by Mountain Tribe Homestead, and Oliver was suggested by Tina Boyette. Thank you all so much for the suggestions. I'm probably going to put this into like a wheel picker online, and I'll probably have you reach out to me via like Instagram. You can message me on Etsy or my email, and I may give you some free savings challenges from my shop. So if you want to suggest a turtle name for my little buddy here, go ahead and put that. I'll let that go. You can put names still, so go ahead and do that if you so choose or if you so like. Also for the Etsy items, I'm kind of, since y'all like the autumn pumpkin mini challenge that I have, that is my best seller so far. I kind of wanted to create some more, so I kind of have some lists going of some more autumn themes, Halloween themes, winter, Christmas themes. If there's anything like for those mini type challenges that you want to see that have a specific theme, put that in the comments down below, and I will definitely, I have some maybe like scarecrows, maybe something for Thanksgiving. My mom and my sister helped me with some suggestions. I want to come up with some Halloween ones, winter, like maybe mittens and gloves, just some different kind of theme. Like that one was all pumpkins. So okay, I have some happy mail. Now, since I'm going to be trying to put as much as I can aside for debt, these are both, these are P.O. boxes, so I'm not going to worry about whether or not you can see the addresses. I finally have a P.O. box. That is on my About screen if you wanted to send something. I'm going to probably try as much as possible to not purchase anything on Etsy for a while. I'm not going to put a timestamp on it. If there's something I absolutely need, I'm going to try to keep it to just, things that I need to get versus things that I want to get, which, on Etsy, it's mostly wants. Not going to lie. I do have one package over here that I had already purchased, but I really want to try to put money towards debt as much as possible. This is from, I believe this is from, because I am like members on some YouTube channels. So This, I believe, is from that. This is from Snow Gardener 307. So she is on YouTube. She has memberships now that you can join, and based on the level that you choose, you can get items from her sent to you. So she also has a postable list, I think, that you can join. I'm not sure if that's only for members or not. I like mangled this envelope. I'm so sorry, but let's see what we have in here. Okay, so this says thank you. Oh, this, okay, no, this is actually in order. Okay. Whoops. So she had some items that she was retiring, and these were greatly discounted on her Etsy shop. So I got a few items from her. So this is all of her information. So her Gmail, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Oh, cool. So we have an extra little bonus savings challenge. I love these, that people do these on their business cards. Hopefully I can figure out how to do something like that in the future. And then we have a little thank you note. So it says, thank you for your order. I appreciate your support of my small business more than you know. Jessica, you are amazing. I hope you enjoy your challenges. Hugs and smiles. Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307. Thank you so much, Marlene. That's and that's a savings challenge too. I love it. I hope that I can finish some of the savings challenges that I have going right now, because I really want to get into like the fall and winter stuff. But I did get the rainy day fund. So this is a scratch off, and I believe, yep, she does them double-sided. So we also have like a color in. You can select your own amounts. This is super cute. I love her font too. We have the Flower Power. I did get the $75 one, and then you have the color in petals on the back, and then she had a $100 denomination. So these, again, were all discounted. And then the Never, oh wow, okay, so this is a double-sided one. So this side is 200, whew, and this side is 300. So that one, I don't know when I'll do this one, because those are going to be bigger amounts. There's not a whole lot of scratch offs here. So for 200 and 300, those are going to be some big amounts. So this one will probably be way in the future. So these are going to go into my collection of challenges, and I may, when I do the randomizer, I may do some of these like extra little challenges that like come on the business cards. So I'm going to keep that handy for when I do that. And then I'm not going to show the address on this one, but this is from Budget by Number, so also on Etsy. Thank you for your order. Let's see if I can just, I need to get one of those envelope openers, or like paper cut thingies from Erica at Black and Blue. But I may have to wait on that, because you know I don't want to spend too much money right now. And I think I'm going to keep this bag, so maybe one of you will get this for the giveaway items. I always, you know what, and even though I cut into it, you can still kind of like fold it over and tape it again. I do keep a lot of like the bubble mailers that are sent to me, because I hate throwing something like this away. I'd rather reuse it. I can label, you know, I can put my label over, you know, if I have to create a label, I can put it over what's already here. But I would much rather reuse this than to throw it in the garbage. I'm big on, you know, reusing items when I can. So, okay, so that has my P.O. box. I'm okay with that. But let's see. I'm going to pull the items out here. Let me get rid of the invoice. Okay, so what do I have here? Okay, so I have, this is her business cards. It's thank you. Because of you, a small business owner is dancing very badly around the house. That's so funny. Oh my God. When you support a small business, you're supporting a dream. Your purchase made my day. I hope this package brightens yours. I really appreciate your support. Budget by number. Super cool. I believe she has an Etsy. I mean, well, this is from her Etsy shop, but I believe she has, yes, she does have a YouTube as well. So I will put information in the description box. Oh, this is cool. So this must be like a tracker, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. So you can write down. So I do have some of these. You'll probably see them in one of my binders soon. So something like this is nice to have. And then the magic eraser that I got from Budgets and Chaos takes the Sharpie right off of the lamination too, so you don't have to use like alcohol or anything and worry about like ruining the laminate. So that is really cool. So I have this is the mini weather savings challenge. So I believe some of these items were on sale, I think, as well. I can't remember. But we have, oh, this is nice paper, kind of like cardstock. So we have the sunshine. So that one would be just $30, which is really nice. We have the sun. Wait, not sunshine. Yep, cloudy. So this one's cloudy for $50. And then rain or thunderstorm. So that one would be $72. Very cool. So those are just some cute little challenges. This one, excuse me, just had to take a drink of water, is the 100-day savings challenge, and I believe she has this in multiple colors. So I got it in the blue. I kind of have, like teal and blue going on, but it looks like you would just put that dollar amount aside. So it's almost like doing a 100 envelope challenge, but you're just doing it with these cards instead. So you could even mix them up and do some higher ones in between. You could start with the higher ones and move your way down, start small, move your way up. So this will be really interesting to kind of figure this out or kind of come up with a way that I want to do that. But they're all the same. They just have the different numbers. So it goes 1 through 100, and then there's even some bonus boxes as well. Very cool. We have this is a year savings challenge. I love these little laminate bags. They're like the perfect size. So this is a specific amount. So these are all 6s and 4s. So we have January, February. I love that they're all kind of themed for that month. Well, that's kind of cool. So they're all 6s and 4s. So that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so each one is 50. So that's a nice small amount. You could do the 10 total, or you could just do the 4 or the 6. Very cool. So we have the shamrocks for March. That's cute for Easter, April. That's super pretty. For May, June with the little ice cream. That's right up my alley. July, 4th of July. August, that looks like back to school. September. Oh, I like that. That's kind of like, I feel like that's what I'm doing when I'm like walking. I kind of walk more so on hiking type trails. October with the jack-o'-lanterns. Perfect. November, the little acorns and the pies. And Christmas for December. That reindeer is so cute. So this, I think, will be a lot of fun to kind of do like a monthly type challenge. And then we have her, it's a 10 savings challenge book. So this is volume 2. So this was only $15. But look at, a year of gnomes. So that's super cute. So they're all themed again with the different ones. So those are just $20. That'll be $240. We have a little like trail kind of game. So you could probably even do this as roll a dice if you wanted to. Oh, wow. The little lizards are super cute. And the frogs. So this one would be cool because you can kind of like pick which item, but it looks like the highest is just 13. So that's not too bad. Oh, cute with the little dog. So these are all 5s, 10s, and 15s. That's cool. The little dragons, that's $175. What time is it? Add your two numbers together. Okay. Add your two, okay. So like if you picked, oh, so I wonder if you could do like the actual time. So you would, well, so like 11, like right now is 11:15, and I could add the 11 and the 15 and put that aside for this. That's interesting. Okay. The grapes, you know, I'm a wine drinker. We love going to the wineries and everything. So this is super cute. So many. Wow, this is a big one. Quarters. So this is like the penny challenge, but quarters. Wow. I don't know if I would do it as quarters, but I could definitely put those like amounts aside. I would probably maybe round up, and instead of doing like $33.50, do 34. Something like that. I can't imagine having $33.50 worth of quarters. Donuts. How cute is that? Scratch off. I love it. Roll the dice. That's pretty cool. That is so cool. So money, money, money. So this is the Money Savings Challenge book. She has her name on the back. Very cool. You know that I'm loving the Savings Challenge books. So I've got, you know, lots of ideas and plans for things that I want to do once I have that debt paid off, at least the credit card, because the credit card for me is much higher interest. I don't think any of my credit cards are under like 28% for interest. They're all somewhere between like 28 and 31% interest. So that's kind of what is killing me right now. But I want to get that paid off and, you know, start incorporating those savings challenges in again. So we'll see. This video is getting a little bit long, so I think I'm going to stop here. I do want to do a video with my online binder. Maybe not. Let me just sorry for all of the back and forth. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to stop here. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that button, comment down below, and until next time, bye for now.